Every few years, the world stops for one event. A tournament where nations fight for glory. Millions of fans dream of victory. And one moment can change a player's entire life. Right now, millions of people around the world are watching the World Cup, celebrating goals, victories, and unforgettable moments. But the World Cup also has another side. A side where one mistake can become a nightmare. And decades ago, during another World Cup, one player made a mistake that would follow him forever. His name was Andrés Escobar, a respected footballer, a national hero. And just days after his team's elimination, he would be murdered in one of the most shocking crimes football has ever seen. To understand how a football match turned into a tragedy, we have to go back to the summer of 1994. At that time, Colombia had one of the most exciting football teams in the world. The country believed this generation could make history. The players were talented, the fans were passionate, and the dream was simple: win the World Cup. Among the stars of that team was Andrés Escobar. Born in Medellín, Colombia in 1967, Andrés grew up loving football. But what made him different was not only his ability on the field, it was his personality. He was calm, respectful, and known as one of the most professional players in Colombian football. He played as a defender, a position where one small mistake can change everything. And during the 1994 World Cup, that nightmare became reality. On June 22nd, Colombia faced the United States in a crucial group stage match. The pressure was enormous. Millions were watching. The entire country was hoping for a victory. Then, during the game, a cross entered the Colombian penalty area. Andrés Escobar moved to stop it. He tried to clear the ball away, but in a single second, everything changed. The ball hit his leg and went into his own goal. An own goal. One of the most painful moments a defender can experience. The stadium went silent. The Colombian players were shocked, and Escobar stood there, knowing that the entire world had just seen his mistake. Colombia lost the match 2-1. Their World Cup dream was damaged. And Andrés returned home, carrying the weight of a moment he never wanted to happen. But what happened next was far worse, because outside football, Colombia was going through a dangerous period. The country was affected by violence, powerful criminal groups, and intense social problems. Football was not just a sport. For many people, it represented pride and hope. But for some others, the pressure became something much darker. After the World Cup, some angry fans blamed Escobar. There were warnings that he should be careful. But Andrés believed he was safe. He had always been respected. He was loved by many. And he decided to continue his normal life. On the night of July 2nd, 1994, Andrés went out with friends in Medellín. It was supposed to be a normal night, a moment away from football, a chance to relax. But inside a parking area near a nightclub, an argument started. According to investigators, Escobar became involved in a confrontation with a group of men. One of them was Humberto Muñoz Castro. The argument became more intense. Then, suddenly, a gun appeared. Shots were fired, and Andrés Escobar fell. The 27-year-old football player was dead. But one detail made the crime even more shocking. Witnesses reported that the attacker shouted the word "goal" after the shooting, a cruel reference to the own goal that happened only days earlier. The news spread around the world. A player who went to the World Cup hoping to bring happiness to his country was now remembered because of a tragedy. Thousands attended Andrés Escobar's funeral. Fans, teammates, and ordinary people came to say goodbye. Many saw him as a symbol of the good side of football, a man who played with respect, a man who represented dignity. The killer, Humberto Muñoz Castro, was later convicted and sentenced to prison. But the question remained for years. Was Andrés Escobar killed because of one mistake on a football field? Or was there something deeper behind his murder? Some believed it was connected to anger over the own goal. Others believed the story involved bigger issues surrounding crime, gambling, and the dangerous environment of Colombia at that time. But today, when the world watches the biggest football tournament on Earth, and when fans celebrate every goal and every victory, the story of Andrés Escobar remains a reminder. Behind every match, behind every player, there is a human being. And sometimes, one moment can change everything. So, what do you think? Was this tragedy caused by a single mistake? Or was the truth much deeper? Tell us your opinion in the comments.